Hello everyone, Darren here, and on today's episode of Watch the Academy, we're going to be revitalizing an old series. It's called When to Cap. Now I know this is a controversial topic, but I'm sure after watching this replay that many of you would probably agree that if you're actually trying to accomplish some form of objective that requires you to win in this particular situation, it would be better off to just cap the base. Now we can see here that there's an enemy already at like less than 100 hit points, and we have two friendly TDs at the top of the cliff trying to get to him. We will see here that the VZ55 is going to be the first contestant, and he's going to just bounce off some rocks and just die, unfortunately. The Kronvong follows suit trying to get to him, and he too, unfortunately, it takes significant impact against the rock face and also dies falling into the water. And it was at this point that I have immediately decided that I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm just going to cap the base because the RD is in a position to where they can't contest the base. And, well, I'm sure you noticed that we started off with a 9v1, and in most cases like that, I am definitely for all the kill all no cap mentality. But in this particular situation, common sense in my mind is just go cap the base, win the game. No use trying to fight over 97 hit points or less than 100. If you're trying to fight, you know, for every single hit point you can because you're trying to, like, gold mark a tank, then okay, you do you, but I'm trying to get my double XP. I'm going to cap the base so I can move on. Now, we have noticed here that the E5 and the SU-130PM have kind of hit a snag. They can't go any farther than where they are now, and the two TDs from the top are going to be fast approaching. We can see that the Kanonen GST-3 becomes a victim number 3 to assaulting the enemy RD, and he impacts and bounces off the rock faces and dies. His carcass also, unfortunately, becomes the blocker that prevents the E5 from having any hope whatsoever to climbing up that steep terrain of the other side of the crevice and getting to the enemy RD. RD is just chilling, mind you. At this point now, everyone but myself, who is capping the base, is converging on this position. Again, just as a reminder, we started at 9v1. And we are now about to be 5v1 as the SU-130PM has lost his footing and has now careened into the water and is now drowning. All in the pursuit of trying to get like less than 100 hit points in the final kill. So we can see now that RD and a TD are trying to figure out what they're going to do. Enemy RD is repositioning himself, preparing for another tank to just charge down after him. Friendly RD is going to make a move, and he is just going to get shotgunned by the enemy RD. Nice shot, by the way. That just leaves the other friendly RD to try and see what his next approach is going to be, while the other tanks also try and figure out what they're going to do. And we are now at a 4v1 situation. So, now it is who is going to be victim number 5. Victim number 5, of course, is about to be the friendly RD number 2 who decides to full send and try and hope for a shotgun, but he just also bounces off the terrain and dies. It is only the E5 who manages to get a solid shot on the RD, ending the game. Now, of course, this could have gone completely different. This could have been the E5 also fails, and he dies without taking care of RD. What about the Panzerjäger? The Panzerjäger also could have attempted and also failed, or been shotgunned, or have drowned trying to get to the enemy RD. That would have just left me on the base, capping, basically winning the game for the team. It could have been a completely different outcome if I had not gone on the base to cap and my teammates failed. But that's going to do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. But until next time, this has been Darren of Watch the Academy.